Alright guys, that's coming again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. It looks like the OpTic Texas boys are getting an upgrade going into the upcoming season in terms of their setup. Shotzzy believes that it might be especially valuable for Dashy as they begin the campaign to try to go back to back in the Call of Duty League, a feat that many thought would not be possible at all not that long ago. All of a sudden, it seems like at least a possibility next season, far from a guarantee. What are the realistic chances? Very much enjoyed your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. Coming a great turn on day to start out the video. This was one from Cole War. You guys might remember Miami Search and Destroy. There were a few maps. I'm actually just seeing Miami again. It's made me kind of wonder. Miami was a massive map. Was not a big favourite of many. Scump certainly wasn't a fan. You guys remember when Scump dropped the donut and then they literally vetoed it for the entire rest of the season. But maps like Miami and let's say, I don't know, Arklov Peak or something from Modern Warfare 19, I actually kind of like those maps. Probably a hot take, but I think Arklov Peak was a great search and destroy map. Was not at all viable for any other game modes, of course. Kind of like, I mean, this was Hunted, right, from Black Ops 3. I'm just interested to hear your perspective, really, on big maps for search and destroy that don't work for any other game modes. But I do think that Miami and, as I say, Arklov Peak among some others, that were just these like big maps and complicated maps with lots going on, lots of lanes and stuff to navigate through, actually can sometimes work quite well for search. But yeah, not exactly saying remaster Miami at the end of the day. We also have a tournament coming up today. The 2v2 Showdown tournament is happening. K-Sun's running it at TwitchCon, and well, the players are out there. We'll see what the teams are in a second if you guys aren't familiar. But Scrap's out there, HyDra's out there. They were having a good time yesterday doing all sorts of different things. It was actually pretty funny, this moment right here where they met up with Lacey. I think Gersh was behind the camera and, well, he was asking the question, who's the best player in the league? Not really realising that probably two of them were standing right in front of him. TJ Halley got a shout. Again, TJ, where's he going to go, right? There's only really one CDL team we think for the upcoming season which is left to form a team. We think probably the Ravens or maybe SSG. We're going to talk about it later on today, what they could be cooking up and some rumours to that end. But TJ back to challenges, it would be pretty remarkable given that he's had a solid couple of seasons over the last couple of years, but without expansion it seems pretty challenging to imagine where he's going to end up. It'd be a shame if TJ isn't in the league just because, you know, he's a character, isn't he, really? And the other players always like to get some needle in when the opportunity presents itself.
He's a gamer though.
What's OpTic?
Really good for it.
What's OpTic?
They're 100 Thieves. Yeah, we're the opposite. OpTic's like
So you guys don't like OpTic?
I mean, it's all love.
I like them. Yeah.
But like, I guess technically it's a rivalry between us three teams during the season.
So who's on our team?
I mean, Simp is the guy. They all good. Drazah, Simp,
Who's the best
RenkoR.
player in the league?
Well, technically he won MVP last year. HyDra, people argue HyDra, people argue Scrappy, people argue Simp, people argue Shotzzy, people argue like there's so many people you can argue.
TJ Halley. TJ Halley, slept on.
TJ Halley is the best.
Yeah,
Tease.
Yo, he looks like these.
I do?
Yeah, you can cheat, yeah.
I don't even get in that league, bruh. I'm telling y'all, people underestimate my COD skill. I'm really him when it comes to COD.
What do you think would be the best pro player in Black Ops 7? If I had to predict who's going to be the best, probably going to go... I think it's going to be between HyDra and probably Shotzzy. If I had to pick one... those are always like... they're like the same fucking... I don't know. I guess I can't pick one. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm ever so slightly leaning, like, if I had to pick an MVP, I'd probably go HyDra. Or Merc. As my prediction. I don't know. See what happens.
Havoc there also giving his opinion on the best players. You know, he's gone for a more traditional line. Is it going to be HyDra? Is it going to be Shotzzy? With the movements and everything, you'd expect that those players would, of course, be in the conversation. HyDra was excellent last year. I think he's got a chance of really being up there this year. Last year, it was my prediction that the ARs would start to come to the fore a little bit more. I think we did see a fair bit of that in Black Ops 6. I think in BO7, especially with the way that Drazah looked in the beta, it's probably going to be the other way around. I'm expecting the SMG players to look a bit more dominant in BO7, of course, with the movement as well, that being the major component here. So, you know, I think the debate for the best player at the end of the year. I'm sure that Scrap and others are going to be in the conversation still, but I would expect the MVP of this season, just early days, to be an SMG. It was Scrap last year. I think this year it's going to be a sub. Could it be Shotzzy? Could it be HyDra? I guess we will see, but those would be, you'd imagine, the chief candidates, but maybe Mercules is just that guy. That's also a possibility. He's also playing in this tournament, so Shotzzy, Mercules. If you guys didn't see, we discussed this briefly yesterday. Shifty, Hisoka, and then Scrap Drazah. Well, Scrap Drazah next to each other, but not on the same team, of course. Scrap and HyDra, with then Drazah and Simp from FaZe. The tournament, I think, begins at 11 AM Pacific today, so it's in a few hours after this video goes live, 2 PM Eastern, 7 PM in the UK, and then we'll get a winner in due course. We'll discuss it, of course, in tomorrow's video as well. Speaking of tournaments, I did see a little bit of nostalgia here that Shorston put out. Of course, it's going to come up next year, 10 years since COD XP 2016, which was the World Championship for that season. The first time it was actually at the end of a season. 2013, 14, 15, Champs was in April, March, whereas in 2016 they finally put it at the end of the year. That was how it used to work back then. So just as time ticks on and Black Ops 2 that was set in 2025 is now going to be a game set in the past, as remarkable as that sounds, in the near future, there's also a lot of nostalgia about the way that Champs used to be run, especially talking about TJ and the fact that he might not be getting a spot and all the other top players. You know, this is how it used to be. There were 32 teams at the World Championship. 2 would get out of the group after a single round-robin affair. That was controversial sometimes because you'd get 2 teams or 3 teams at 2 in 1, and then the one with a weaker map count would be eliminated. Would feel a little unfair at times. That happened to OpTic back in 2018, famously. But these were the groups. Just as a reminder, OpTic Gaming were in Group H with Complexity, Panda Gaming, Team LDLC. All the other pro teams were slotted in here, with then the Challenger teams getting their opportunity based on qualifying in various different ways back in the day. But yeah, not, of course, how it works any longer. We have a straight-up 12-team league. At EWC, of course, there were 16 teams featuring some of the Challengers teams, but it was interesting to see a couple of moments from Hex's vlog over the last few days. Now, there's a specific couple of clips I wanted to share. Of course, we talked yesterday about the clip where Roger was talking about the process, what's going on, when it might be arriving, and there was some speculation based on Hex's vlog yesterday that it may be arriving Monday, but that's not quite the case yet, and we'll discuss why here in a second. But it was a great vlog, and also I will just mention before I share this clip from Hex's vlog, he is at 999,000 subscribers, and I know that Hex has been working towards the million, the gold plaque, for a long time. If you guys aren't yet subscribed to Hex's channel, every so often, like, he goes on a streak of just putting out great vlogs almost every single day, and he's so very nearly at 1 million subscribers as well, so I'm sure that he's going to get there over the coming days. Feel free to help him out if you haven't already. So this is what he had to share to Shotzzy and Huke yesterday.
All right, new carpet. What do you guys think?
Fire, finally, bro. Fuck, yo, we gotta keep it clean. I was messing around with Joey. I was like, yo, all it took us was to go
Joey
back
who?
to back. Update.
Oh, you were telling him what? All it took is for you guys to go back to back for what?
To clean the carpet.
It's dirty because of y'all.
No, I was looking it out. We gotta keep it clean, bro.
Yeah.
No, I will say, they have to take this out, bro.
Why?
Cause it, like, whoever sits here, like, they back up and they just get.
Nah, cause we're gonna put the thing like right over it.
Oh, like a desk? Yeah, we should put the desk over it. Cause I don't know who sat. Cause wherever we played here, I think.
Nah, we were always like this far in.
No. I'm talking about like a before. Whenever wait, where were we?
Nah, it used to be bigger, no? Like there.
Actually, wait, no, I used to never be here.
Nah, there was.
Nah, that's where Merc used to sit, like right there, or it used to be right in between you guys.
There was something, I forget. I feel like it's gone though. I remember there being something.
Oh yeah, there was cables coming out of there.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean we need the power for the PCs.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. Nah, I like the lights. The lights are actually cool.
What lights? We haven't even put them in yet.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, are they lights?
Yeah, those are new.
Oh.
So like whenever like Brandon's bitching, like we'll just like turn it down. We're like,
we had those like other lights.
Whenever Brendan's bitching, what?
yeah, because whenever he comes in and they're like this in the morning, and like he's like, oh my god. Like,
I've never seen him here in the morning. What do you mean?
Nah, that is true. That actually is true. But we had lights before, but these are better. These are way better.
Damn, man, our room. What is it? Is it Black Ops 7 ready though? When is it gonna
Dude, it's gonna be ready for Black Ops 7, dude. You better believe it. Of course.
Wait, where's he?
Now, just before we discuss that setup change, just wanted to address this clip because this came out at the end of yesterday's vlog, and he goes next Monday, and then he plays a number of clips, of course, looking back at the World Championship. So I think people initially thought this is the process. I saw lots of comments, people saying, oh, look, process is coming out Monday, but it appears that this is going to be Hex's vlog from behind the scenes, which is also going to be fantastic content. But yeah, as of recording, we don't yet still have a date on the process when that's going to be out, but we are going to have some phenomenal behind the scenes footage here of this event. So yeah, I thought it was actually really cool to see this. As I say, Hex is on the verge of 1 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. He did clarify a little bit going forward as well with some of these other clips happening in the background, what's going on. So as Hex says, vlog is up next Monday. I'll skip uploading a vlog on the weekend, but I will be recording. Monday's vlog is my vlog from Champs. My on-stage footage will go up in the end of year, or my end of year video, right? And then the process coming out in due course. But Shotzzy and Huke spawning in here to the team room, of course, where they practice and all, well, you know, it's very recognizable, this room, based on especially some of the clips coming out of last year at times. I'm sure there are going to be moments from this room in the process that, you know, it's probably going to be some heated moments in here at some point, but they cleared everything out, and as Shotzzy says, they got a new carpet, which he's happy about, and he also wanted this thing removed in the middle here, but I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess you could remove it, but there's a reason why that's there, right? As Hex says, you need to get the power to the PCs, obviously. And like, if Mercules was the one who was actually sitting there and get like his chair was bumping into it or something, it's not like it affected his quality of practice, did it? Because we know what he was doing at the end of the season. But the point on the light I thought was pretty funny because, like, as we know, as much as Dashy is now definitely better with it, as Hex says, it's not often that Dashy's turning up in the morning. So yeah, if Dashy's been to bed a little bit late the night before, and now the new setup can help Dashy wake up or something and get him locked in for scrims, Shotzzy seems pretty happy about that. So anyway, they're upgrading things. Obviously, they want to double down for the new season. There was lots of talk last year, wasn't there, at a time, about the quality of the setups and the practice room. You guys remember when OpTic were on that horrific run, and they were like, oh, we want to change rooms, we want to go somewhere else, or we don't want to play in their Hex quarters, or whatever it was, right? There was some talk for the players, and maybe there was something in that, but I think Hex was like, look, lads, like, you don't want any maps in months. So it's not that, is it, really? It might be part of the problem, but yeah, as we know, there was a lot of talk about that at some point, and now they actually did win, as Shotzzy says. Like, okay, damn, we went back to back. Now we actually get some of the upgrades that we were looking for in the room. So okay, at the end of the day, the PCs, the monitors and everything, that's what's going to be critical, and that doesn't necessarily come from OpTic, but it also comes from what the league is running. And there was a rumour a while ago, I don't think it's been officially confirmed, but there was a rumour that this year the CDL are going to be upgrading their equipment, and the quality of the monitors and the PCs is finally going to be better. Could be a big deal. We know that last year, Kenny, some don't believe this, some do, depending on your opinion, but Kenny's PC was apparently slightly problematic to such an extent that when Kenny left and Skies joins, he was like, damn, this PC's fried or something, and Kenny was like, I'm telling you, right? So we don't really know exactly what that was all about, but it's plausible anyway that some of these Alienware PCs they were using, I think they used to be like Overwatch League PCs from way back in the day. The cooling isn't very good on them. The actual just pure cards inside are not as good anywhere near, of course, as what they have nowadays. So that's another thing that the CDL are probably looking to upgrade this year to a certain extent level the playing field, but also probably improve the quality of some of the practice, because of course the players, they're playing on the CDL equipment when they practice, and they play their official online matches, and they go home to their own setup, and they've got a far better quality of product than they're playing the CDL stuff on. So I thought it was pretty nice to see that all over the shop, and yeah, we also just had a quick look at this as well, the EWC trophy, which is now very much on display at the Hex quarters. So very much enjoyed your thoughts on all of this stuff in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, take care, and I'll see you next time.